So, Taurus, Nine of Wands. Surround your entire reading. You're getting worn down to a frazzle. Feel like you're being dragged through the mud, coming to your wit's end. This is surrounding your entire reading. Let's find out why. Up here in your highest energy is the Ten of Swords, which is better than the Nine of Wands. The Ten of Swords is the end of the pain, the end of the suffering. It's all these swords of truth and clarity that come to you in some way that helps you put an end to everything that you're going through, which is really feeling like you've been being dragged through the mud. It's like coming to your wit's end, but all this is coming to an end because of the Ten of Swords. These are the two strongest energies in your whole reading. And let's find out why. This is a general reading. It will not resonate with everyone. You can take parts of it that do. You can check your moon sign. You can have a private reading, which is only $25, and it's 3 parts. And, lots of options. Or wait till next week's reading and see if that's for you. But I have the Page of Cups right next to the Ten of Swords and right above the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you feel like you're being cheated on love. It's like you're not getting what you bargained for. There's a fish in the cup. This is a card for Pisces. Pisces might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But the energy is like a half-hearted cup of love. And you're putting an end to this. You're being worn out by that. This could be someone that you've reconnected with, because I have the Three of Cups next to the Page of Cups. It might have been a happy reunion, someone that you've known before. And you're just finding out and you're just not feeling it. You're not feeling like this is really working out how you kind of imagined it would. I have the Moon card under the Ten of Swords and right next to the Nine of Wands. This is the card for Pisces. So now we have 2 for Pisces, if we're counting. But the energy of the Moon is what's most important, and this is secrets to be revealed or hidden things to be revealed, night turning to day. When they came in, they may have came in with these visions of hope. They gave you these visions of hope in a relationship, but they were only offering half of what what you need in a relationship. And I think that's what might be coming to you that's really got you at your wit's end here. And I do think this is someone that you have reunited with. I have the Eight of Wands next to the Nine of Wands and under the Three of Cups. So the Eight of Wands is communication, texts, emails, phone calls, video chat, through the airways, back and forth, back and forth. Yeah, so I feel like there's communication that's needed and communication that's going to be had about this situation that's got you at your wit's end. And this is going to help you put an end to this feeling that you're going through with this relationship. I have the Six of Wands under the Moon card. This is the card for success in love. So, all those wands coming up in the background, these are people who celebrate seeing you as a couple. I think you're already being seen. Maybe you were a couple before. But what are you realizing? I got to keep reading because I don't know if this conversation might change everything. You might find out something from this person, why they're breadcrumbing. Well, I'm saying breadcrumbing because it's only a half full cup of love. Let me keep reading. This is a card for success in love, but it is under the Moon. It's like something hidden is going to be revealed, but there is a conversation going on. It's more complicated. It's not very simple. So let me just keep reading this. I have the Four of Wands next to the Six of Wands. So I feel like, maybe you were engaged at one time. Maybe you really thought this time it would really work out. There's a strong connection between the two of you. There is definitely a soulmate connection going on here, and it's a strong one. 4 Wands. 1, 2, 11, 11. See that? And so we have union between two people, lots of joy, lots of love. This is a card of marriage. I think you're feeling like, they're just not giving enough that you can keep up any hope as far as this really turning into a long-term relationship. But, their return here and all this conversation, perhaps because they returned, some conversation was missing before. I think that there's something from the past that needs to be talked about, because I have the Judgment card. And the Judgment card is the guardian angels. Your guardian angels and spirit guides are blowing the horn down on you, and they're trying to teach you a spiritual lesson. And you're awakening to it. That's why they come back around. It's for a reason. It's so that you awaken to a spiritual lesson. And all this conversation is going to help. You reaching your wit's end. I don't think this conversation would have happened without reaching your wit's end. There's a lot more to this reading. It's deeper than, like what's just on the surface here. Let's find out more. Need 3 more cards for the second half of this reading, please. Taurus. Okay. All right. So, Taurus, Queen of Swords. There it is. There's the conversation. And it's right next to the reunion. This is air, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius that might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But the Queen of Swords, male or female, they're all male or female. There you are, seeking your truth and clarity and speaking your truth and clarity. There's the conversation that needs to be had and will be had. And it has to do with where have you been? I think you thought, this is the Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest moving energy in the whole deck. And it's bringing a pentacle. That horse looks like it's just standing there, but actually there is one foot in front of the other. It's barely moving. It's like it took them forever to return. And you have questions. It's like I think you were in a committed relationship before, at least you thought you were. Yeah, this conversation really needs to be had. Why are they back now? What's going on? Because you really have your eye on the pentacle, and you did before. And you want to know that this is going to manifest into a long-lasting, long-term, loving relationship that's grounded. So the Queen of Pentacles, they're all male or female, very mature-minded. And there you are, and you have questions about the pentacle. You have questions about the security and stability of this relationship. And it will come up, and it will come out. So I have the Strength card. It does take strength to bring it up, to have this conversation. But you will find the strength. There's the infinity symbol, the symbol of intuition and knowing. You have to do this. And you're going to find the strength and the courage to do it. So that's what this card's about. It is the card for Leo, so Leo could be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. So next to the Strength card is the Seven of Wands, and this is under the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're not sure what to believe. This conversation, they say things. Okay, everybody says things, but you're not sure whether you should believe them. You're on guard about what they're telling you, even though you're happy to see them. But you're having this conversation, and you're like, you don't know. You're going into it eyes wide open is what you're doing. About where they've been, what happened before. I have the Knight of Swords right next to the Seven of Wands and under the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, this is actionable. This is just like rushing out there with that sword up, like, I need the truth. And you do. You need the truth, and you're going to get it. And, you'll do what you have to do to get to the truth. I have the Eight of Cups under the Strength card next to the Judgment card. It's all about the walking away. Somebody walked away before, and I feel like they left you high and dry. Because I had the Five of Pentacles right next to the Eight of Cups. And this is, there's a lot that needs to be talked about here when they return. They did you wrong, and you feel like they did you wrong. They might have ghosted you. They left you feeling abandoned, alone. They turned their back on you, on the love. And there was love here. It was half-hearted, though. I think you had more love than they had for you, but it doesn't give them the right to do what they did to you. It was wrong. I can see that. And I think this was all your spiritual lesson, and your spiritual lesson is how to protect yourself, how to look out for yourself, and ask the questions now. And that's exactly what you're doing. The Knight of Cups, under the Knight of Swords. You will cut out this offer. When they come back in, this reunion, you will cut them out if things don't sound right or feel right to you, okay? It's next to the Five of Pentacles. You don't want them coming in with this Cup of Love and turning out to be another Page of Cups. So that's what this reading is all about. They are sincere coming in. I do want to let you know that. They do have sincere. But, some people come in sincere, but then they change or something comes up and things change. Everything's always evolving. So you are very much on guard about this offer. But I'm telling you, they are sincere at the moment. But you cannot accept this relationship until you get to the bottom of what happened before. So let's find out what the universe has to say. A lot of attraction cards could be very helpful. My life is unlimited in every respect. It's card number 13. I'm turning it around and I'm going to read it to you. You can pause and read it if you can see it. I recognize that I am unlimited in all facets of my life. I see my financial balance is unlimited, so nothing I am choosing is limited by money. For I know I am a magnet, and I attract whatever level of prosperity, health, and relationships I choose. That is very strong. You become very strong. I think you really have learned your spiritual lesson. And this is exactly what you're doing, is practicing what you have learned from the universe.